New Mexico now has an expungement law. It became effective January 1st of 2020. This is really important because every time a person applies for a credit card or an apartment or a job, a background check gets run. And when you have an arrest or a criminal conviction, it shows up. The expungement process allows the public record of that arrest or that conviction to be removed so it won't be held against you in the future. While the expungement statute is a great tool, it does have its limits. There are certain classes of crimes which are excluded from expungement. These are going to include offenses against a child, sex crimes, crimes in which someone suffered great bodily harm, embezzlement, and DWI. If you were charged with one of these crimes, however, and the case was dismissed, then you are eligible for expungement. One other important consideration in expungement is that there are waiting periods depending on what type of crime it was. If the case was dismissed or a conditional discharge was granted, you need to wait 1 year. If it was a misdemeanor, you need to wait 2 years. If it was a 4th-degree felony or an aggravated battery, you need to wait 4 years. If it was a 3rd-degree battery, you need to wait 6 years. If it was a 2nd-degree felony, you need to wait 8 years. If it was a 1st-degree felony or a crime of domestic violence, even a misdemeanor crime of domestic violence, you need to wait 10 years. Those periods of time are calculated from the end of probation or the end of any incarceration period. The last thing to be aware of is that filing an expungement petition is complicated. The petition has to be filed in district court. It has to be served on all interested parties, which can be up to 3 different entities. Background checks have to be submitted to both the FBI and the New Mexico Department of Public Safety. The other entities have time to make objections if they want to, and then there's a hearing in district court to determine whether or not the expungement will be granted. Once it's granted, then copies of everything have to be delivered to the court clerk to ensure that everything gets sealed. Sometimes people think this is an automatic process. It's not. It's a process that involves a lot of moving parts and can take quite a bit of time. If you'd like some help figuring out how to expunge a case for you or someone you know, give us a call. We've got an entire team at our office that can go through everything with you and determine whether or not you're eligible, and even if you're not now, when you will be.